High above the world, where the sky shimmered like a vast ocean of diamonds, lived a tiny star named Lyra. She was smaller than all the other stars, but her heart shone brighter than many. While the big stars boasted about their glow and height, Lyra often looked down at Earth with wonder. She admired the people, their laughter, their kindness, and even their struggles. Something inside her whispered that she was meant for more than just shining from afar. One evening, as the sky turned deep blue and the first lights of the city began to flicker, Lyra noticed something unusual. A young boy stood alone on a rooftop, his small hands clasped tightly, eyes filled with tears. His name was Ian. Though Lyra could not hear his words, she could feel his heart, sad, trembling, lost. She leaned closer, trying to understand. The winds carried his soft whisper upward. I wish someone would help me become good. I want to change. I just don't know how. A warm ache filled Lyra. A child who wanted to be good but didn't know how. That was a wish too pure to ignore. She felt something she had never felt before, the desire to go closer. Stars never left the sky, but that night, Lyra made a choice. She let herself fall, slowly at first, then faster, glowing like a silver tear streaking across the heavens. Ian gasped as he saw the shooting star. He squeezed his eyes shut and made another wish, his voice trembling, if only someone could guide me. When he opened his eyes, the rooftop glowed softly. And there, no bigger than a pebble yet shining beautifully, lay Lyra, the fallen star. Ian stepped forward, his fear melting into awe. Are you a real star? Lyra's glow flickered gently, like a nod. She couldn't speak with words, but somehow Ian understood her warmth, her intention, her kindness. From that night onward, Lyra became Ian's companion. He carried her carefully in a small glass jar, her light illuminating his room in a soft golden hue. Whenever Ian felt confused, angry, or tempted to do something wrong, Lyra's glow dimmed a little, as if reminding him of the path he didn't want to take. And when he chose goodness, helping others, speaking truth, being gentle, Lyra's light shone so brilliantly that it filled his entire room with magic. Ian was once known as the troublemaker of his neighborhood. He argued, lied, and fought often. But after Lyra's arrival, things slowly changed. When he saw an old man struggling with heavy bags, he hurried over to help. Lyra glowed bright. When he apologized to a classmate he had hurt in the past, Lyra twinkled proudly. When he told his mother the truth about breaking a vase, even though she might scold him, Lyra filled the room with light so pure that his mother hugged him instead. People around Ian were surprised. His teachers praised him, his neighbors smiled at him, and his own mother often stared at him with disbelief. Ian didn't explain the secret. How could he tell anyone that a star had fallen from the sky just for him? But not every day was easy. Some children mocked him for trying to be too good. Some friends tried pulling him back into old habits. And one day, when Ian nearly gave into anger again, Lyra's tiny glow faded weaker than ever before. It frightened him. He rushed to the rooftop where he had first found her. Holding the jar close, he whispered, I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose my goodness. Please don't stop shining. The wind blew softly, carrying the gentle message that Ian had always needed to hear. Goodness is not about being perfect. It's about choosing what is right, even when it's hard. Ian looked at Lyra. He realized something. She wasn't here to change him. She was here to help him see the goodness he already carried inside. The star had only awakened what had always been in his heart. From that day, Ian stopped trying to be good for others. He chose goodness because it made him feel peaceful, strong, and true. And with each good choice, Lyra regained her glow, brighter than ever. But stars do not belong to Earth forever. One night, as Ian sat by his window talking to Lyra, her glow suddenly became intense, so bright that it filled the whole room. Ian blinked in confusion. Then he felt it. She was getting lighter, rising slowly, floating upward like a feather caught by the wind. No, don't go, Ian whispered, tears rising. Lyra hovered in front of him, her warm light resting gently on his face. And then Ian understood. She had come when he needed her most, and now he had grown strong enough to walk the path of goodness on his own. With a final brilliant flash, Lyra rose into the night sky. Up, 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 until she became part of the stars again. But she was different now. She had a glow that stood out from all others, the glow of a star who had touched the earth with kindness. Ian watched her until she disappeared among the constellations. His tears fell, but they were not tears of sadness, they were tears of gratitude. Because she had not left him with emptiness. She had left him with courage. Years passed. Ian grew older, wiser, kinder. Everyone admired him for his honesty, compassion, and inner strength. People asked him how he had changed so much. He only smiled and said, "Someone once taught me that goodness is the greatest light a person can carry." And on quiet nights, when the sky was clear and the stars shone like tiny lanterns, Ian would look up and spot a small star that glowed just a little brighter than the rest. He always whispered, "Thank you, Lyra." And far above, Lyra twinkled back, proud of the boy she had believed in. Because sometimes all it takes is one gentle light to awaken the goodness in a person's heart. And sometimes, that light is a star.